Come on, refresh. Refresh. There we go. There we go. Right. So after last night, I pissed around and just got the cards working. That didn't take too long. Still off the net. Still the CSS. And just put a basic board on with some simple drop shadow. Now, I don't think I'm bothered having an image. We'll bin that off. I'm gonna get rid of these bits on the avatar thing. We don't need them. Unit avatar view. Slashing damage is of no interest to us now. Get rid of that. Don't need that. Bin it. Done. Right, so now they can just have health. I think if we go back to the cards, no group card later. So then I think I'm just gonna bin off that. Don't need that. I'm gonna put the effect there, and then I think at the bottom, I'll put a like a tag, some bottom string, which can be the description or whatever we fancy it being. Yeah, we'll call it description. John. Right, and we'll put that down the bottom. No, wow, no. Description. There we go. If we run that again now. Okay, yeah, that's fine because we haven't put the actual tagline down the bottom, so that's fine. We'll just put the description in there, basic character, and for that we would want the description to be this, but the description bit. Yeah, and same for this. Copy that. And description. Again, as I always say, the locale ID, we can just ignore that for now, because we're not using locales for other stuff. We might do further down the line, but not right now. And reload. I haven't actually been out today. I can already feel my nose twitching. Like my hay fever's gonna go bleh, launch onto a full-on sneeze fest. Okay, so there we go. There you go. Good effort, thing. We probably want that to be all the way down the bottom or something, though. Maybe we should style that as well. Give it like a weird background color and force it to the bottom. I'm not sure how I can do that really. Let's see if Bulma's got any nice helpers for doing this. Yeah, there we go. Those are messing around with the card. Oh, it does have a card footer. Card footer. A card footer. That's helpful. So maybe if we just whack that in there. Go into the card. And we want the card footer. And that can just be the description. In a P. Oh, I wonder if that would. This might look horrendous, but we'll see. The one problem with the WASM stuff is that I've got to keep recompiling it because it embeds it all in there as like binary stuff. I wish I didn't have to do that. I wish I could just refresh and it'd hot load. In the JavaScript world, I could just do that. But in Unity, I still have to recompile stuff. Right, look. That's obviously not where I want it. That is total stupid face. Okay. I understand why it did that. I'm not happy that it did it, but I understand why. Right, just hack this. I think I'm going to do a negative margin. Margin top, negative, here we go. Negative 4em? No, because that's going to mess up the other bit. Go away. Don't want that. Okay, look at this styling on this. Yeah. Right, so this has got all of them. Card header, we don't need a card header. We've already got a header in there. Card content, we do want a card content. We do want a card footer. Oh, and the overall card to also have thing. Yeah. So there's some semblance of a game here. There's a game. It does stuff. I've just paused it there. It's kind of like an auto battler, but I'm doing this as kind of like a tutorialish thing for hey, here's the game mechanics. I could rip out the web layer and put it in Unity, which I will do at one point. But for now, because it's easier to iterate in the web layer, that's my view, and I'm just basically making all the logic in systems. You know, like ECS, like that. So there's unfortunately some faffing around with CSS and HTML, but it's far less faffing around time than like in Monogame try to get UIs in, or Unity try to use the Unity UI to do data binding and drive things. Well, technically the game engine would be ECSRX at the moment, and it's running on top of Blazor, which is a right. So, are you aware of Wasm? Wasm, that's not Dr. Wazza. He's a different guy. Where did we go? There we go. Look at that. Blazor build client web apps in C#. So, yeah. So it's Blazor, which basically compiles the C# and CSS and other stuff down into WebAssembly, shoves it in the browser and runs it. So the idea is that because this is more about design patterns and sensible coding and maintainable code, the focus is more on the coding aspect, and the view is inconsequential. Like, I could literally replace that with a console app, and the game would still run. You obviously wouldn't see stuff, because the systems drive the logic. There's no crazy mono behaviors doing stuff. And that's basically the focus of this one. Because I quite often have conversations with people, and they're like, oh, well, when I make a game, I just plop a load of mono behaviors on game objects, and off I go. And it's like, well, don't do that. Well, I mean, you can do that. Especially designers. Designers would do that. But if you know a bit about code, just start modeling your mechanics in data. And it's far easier to just move bits around and refactor them. But we've also got dependency injection going on, inversion of control everywhere. I don't have any unit tests in this layer, but there's tests in other bits. So at the moment, I'm basically just trying to get... so each person has like a race and a class, and the effects give them abilities to do stuff. So I'm just kind of trying to get the card to look semi like a card, and then I'm going to go back to actually upgrading the... The idea is that you'll have cards when you kill stuff, you get more cards, and you can buff your units, and then you just keep going around this iterative level thing. And once I've got the core gameplay loop in there, I'll just shove it in Unity and make it look pretty. But because I'm kind of thinking I'll do this and kind of leave the web layer as one thing and leave that as an ECSRX kind of example, because there's only a roguelike 2D example for that, so I'll leave that as an example. And then I'll probably do the Unity bit as a private repository, because this is a public repository, everybody can access it. Battlekill 9000 on GitHub, so if you go there you can see the source for all this, and it's always kept in sync with what I'm doing during the streams. Right, what was I doing? Right, the card bottom bit was absolute garbage. Card content, yeah, thought it'd be within the card. No. Stupid thing. But once I got this bit done and the card looks okay, I can kind of hop back to doing the gameplay stuff, because I really don't like doing the other stuff. But it's got to be done. So, Right, maybe that shouldn't be on card content then. Maybe that should just be on the card. No, why would the card footer not be in the card? That makes no sense. But I think I'm just gonna force it down. Spin off footer. Because yeah, the thing is, I mean, I do game dev in Unity. I sell tools on the asset store as well. But whenever you're actually prototyping a game, there's so much time lost just iterating in the scene. Whereas when you're iterating in code, you're not losing as much time, and also your game's a lot more streamlined. So, for example, if I want to save the game, serialize out my game state, I don't have to worry about game objects or scriptable objects. I just go, hey, here's my models. I probably want to transform them somewhat first, but just pump them out to JSON. And my game state, I can just rehydrate it. And because all these headless systems don't care about the view, they're just off spinning data, it's pretty fast as well. Right. Card footer, garbage. Right, how do I want that to be? I put it in it there. And I can make card effect like min height stupid number. I should probably put less in as well. I'm getting to the point now where I could do with like nested CSS and stuff. Are you a game dev? Web dev? Any dev? Non-dev? Right. Oh yeah. Oh, we have to have an overflow as well. Let's see if that's it. And as everybody asks as well, yeah, I do web dev as my day job. Well, web and application. Everybody asks, I do use Visual Studio for this only because Blazor works better in the WASM setting with this. I would normally just use Rider for everything else. What am I looking at? There we go. No, that needs to be a lot bigger. Artifacts, and we'll make that 10 EM. Oh no, 8 EM. Oh, 9 EM. There we go, 9 EM. That seems fine. I'm going on board with that. And that will just do. Right, let's commit that stuff up. That's at least got some form of cards there. Binding. Right, so yeah, so I need to add cards to the things, and oh, so I want each card to be shown. That's well, you can do Bulma. They call that the hero, don't they? I think Bulma lets you do that. I'm sure there was. I thought there was one where they've got like a left menu as well. Maybe not. I guess you can always have a column in there and just shove stuff on the left. But I don't know. I mean, CSS has come a long way these days compared to what it used to be like in CSS2. Goodness. Right. The basic cards there for what race you are. What next? Right, let's make the levels. Let's make the levels do be easier, so at least they can keep iterating through levels. Because at the moment it's just one level, and that's a bit crap. So let's just put the level number at the top. Where should the level number live? I'll keep it here for now. I can always move it around. I've also got to come up with some procedural logic for actually upping the level number. And I've got to put movement in as well. At the moment there's no movement. But I didn't want to put movement in until I had like attack ranges and actual attacks with weapons. So, oh, I could do the cards for the weapons. They're a bit big though. Oh no, because it go down there. Like, combat log, I want that to shrink. That's way too big. Let's go with 50. No, it's going to be shorter. 40. There we go. Combat log. Oh, it's going to be there, isn't it? Combat log. Combat log. Where the hell's the stuff that coming from? Oh, upload. There we go. 40. And if I go into the let me go back there, combat log. I can get rid of those pluses and minuses, don't need them. That's nonsense. Because when no, they're on new lines now. Yep, that'll do. Cool. Yeah, I'll do the weapon bit first. No, not the weapon. The levels. Then I'll put the weapon cards in. Because at least then we can see what weapons I've got equipped, and then we can change the equipment on the weapons. Because by default, every character has a race, a class, a weapon, an armor provided for them. But you can. The idea is that you can change your weapon and your armor as you go through with different cards, and you can buff them with just general cards for for general buffs. Like, oh, give them an extra int point. Right. What is this one? My goodness, I thought it'd be good Mega Drive music. Quackshot, no thank you. Go away, Quackshot. No. Go away, Visual Studio. Right. So the level creator thing. Actually, first of all, if I go back to the game. Right, so it comes in, loads level. Cool. Let's go load level 1. Or potentially whatever level. They'll probably get ripped out somewhere else. Maybe we should have a game state. Yeah, maybe a game state would actually be okay at this point. That would make it. Yeah. Let's do that. Because at least we can have triggers and stuff as well. Maybe it should live in configuration, but I'll put that for now. We'll just have current level. That'll do for now. What's that? 1 by default. Because also you'll want to, going forward, you'll want to unlock cards and unlock races. Because we have OpenRPG in there, we basically get access to requirements, which we're not making use of yet, but we could lock classes behind requirements. It's like you can only use it if we have a game trigger of, I don't know. Actually, is there an iGame state? Oh yeah, there is an iGame state. Maybe we should just use that then. What's that implement? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so we'll make a variable for maybe we just want a normal variable actually. I don't mean keep that there. Keep that there. So the quest states, we don't have quests at the moment. We might have quests in, but the quest states are basically for what quests have you got and what what state are they active? Are they finished? And triggers are more, you've killed this boss or you've completed the game. It's just basically a true or false switch that you can turn on or off. Current level though, we'll have that. Oh, but I go on to it. I'll still inject its game state, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, into the module. Module. I can live in the game layer because it's part of the game. Game state can get thrown around. Cool. So this bit here now can inject in the game state. Yeah, import that. Yeah, so I can go, that's going to be game state dot current level. And actually, we can just change this to load level. This way, that's going to be reusable. So, when the level's finished, so on level ended, we can basically do a wait a few seconds, then load the next one. I'll allow that? No, it won't. Maybe I should add the notion of async stuff at that level, because it would be nice to have a lot of async stuff. So I don't have to do loads of crazy... It's nicer to have the await, so I just do the task delay and stuff. Right, okay, what I'll do is I'll put a I'll make this an async one. And we'll pass in a delay. So by default there's no delay. Await task dot delay 1. No, sorry, load delay. And we'll put in there zero. Well, actually, we don't even need that. We'll do await there. Right, so that'll load the level. Cool. And yet, although that's an action, really it's more, an event, it's more of an action. Because we're kind of saying, hey, whatever system's listening to this, we could redo with the level being loaded. At some point, we'll have a segregation between events and actions. It's kind of like a CQRS style pattern, where your commands are going one way and your queries are going another. But these aren't queries, they're just kind of, somebody react to something, whereas the other ones, please somebody do something. We actually need something to happen for that. The other events, they're just kind of fire and forget. Well, that one is as well. Anyway, let's not get into that. Right, so on level ended. Do the state changed. Then below level, we'll put a 5-second delay in there. And wait. You should wait until wait. I can't remember the syntax for doing it synchronously. Actually, we can just do that. That'll do it. That'll start it spinning in the background. And also, we're going to want to make the... Should this be the arbiter? No, I think the actual level up state should happen in... I'm going to say the systems. Too many files now. I'm getting lost already. Level end check. If the player's won, then we go, let's inject in the game state. And because we've got dependency injection all hooked up all over the place, it's relatively simple to just keep adding stuff to constructors. Right, so actually maybe that should be in charge of that. Oh, maybe we should... Right, let's change this. Actually, maybe we'll call it level ID. Then we got the notion of an ID there. Yeah. And then I can change on the game state as well to be level ID. And that's going to be game state level ID. And then I can increment that, that's fine. And then after that, we can just set the game back to game state dot level ID equals 1. Then that way, if you lose, it's back to level 1. What are you using? Is it Bootstrap Bulma, or are you just doing it all by hand? I mean, props if you do it by hand. They've got a new, I want to say table layout. Well, I'm not sure if they called it table layout, because you'll get confused with normal tables. But they did something after flex grids, well, flex boxes, where you kind of have like a proper docking style thing. Oh, it's the lonely road. writing it yourself. Well, at least you have full control over it. These days, I just whack on Bulma, unless the client's using Bootstrap, and in which case it's just Bootstrap. But I'm not a designery person anyway, so I'm all for that sort of stuff. Right. On here. Fish and level ID equals. Maybe I should react to the event in there. Oh no, because I did need to know if the player won a fear. So. Right, so load level, yeah, load all that. That's probably a bit. I don't really need that bit there. On the blended equals args.level ID. I can't realistically see it changing here anywhere on the way to that, but oh well. And we'll put in current level there. And that's going in. Right, okay. Yes, if you won, cool beans. We'll oh no, actually we don't want a straightaway load. No, that's nonsense. Right, so we want to check here if did player win. Nullable. It's always going to be a because it's right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just use that one. If the player won, then we load the new level up automatically after 5 seconds or whatever. 5 seconds a bit too much. See you later, buddy. 5 seconds. Goodness me, what tunes are they putting out here? Oh, I do like some Super Hang On. No, let's go back to a Golden Axe. Oh, delightful. Right. Right, so then if we go to the level setup system. Right, we don't wanna hard code this anymore. We'll always leave Gooch and Kate there. Actually, we want the notion of a team as well. We need the notion of a team in the game. So we need to know who's in your team. And you put them on the board. For the moment, we'll just leave Gooch and Kate as is. I think. But so the set player team, that will be these two. Just gonna be Gooch and Kate for now. And this one's gonna be set up enemies. Right, and within here we're going to want to know what game state. So we want to know what level we're actually on. And then depending on that then we'll decide how many enemies we should have. So for now let's just have a Minimax Threshold. Min enemies equals level ID. -1? No. You can't have 0 on there. Well, actually, let's go -1. Oh no, divide by 2. Divide by 2. Divide by 2, is that too much? You're actually on level 10. Oh yeah, I guess that'll be okay. But we'll do a check if min enemies equals 0, we'll just bump it up to 1. There you go, that'll do. And then max enemies. Yeah, so basically you're just gonna get enemies between the level range for now anyway. Random dot. Oh no. I think I've got an eye randomizer or something. Do you have an eye randomizer? Yes. Thought I had a helper for that. Yes. Constructor. Min enemies, max enemies. I'm not sure what the implementation is going to look like. So it could be one of those inclusive, exclusive dealios. Who knows? Right, actual enemies. Then. Right, so we'll start with that. Right, less than actual enemies. Y++. Right then. And from here, for each one, we'll just basically yield out one of these. And we will pick a random. No, we want the faction to always be enemy. We'll pick a random class. And we'll pick a random position, as long as no one else is there. So we can check that. We can check is there somebody already on that grid and randomly position them. We'll always put Gooch and Kate in the same position for now. Right, so set up the grid first. Then we'll set up world units. Right, so. Yeah, so we'll set up play team. player team gets to go first. They get to decide where they're going. Cool, they're on there. Then we'll add the range of the enemy. Set up enemies. There you go. So at this point here, then, we're going to call it enemy person, and we'll put in there, enemy index. A little dollar Rooney on there. I don't know why the dollar's there on .NET. On most other languages, the dollar goes there. But anyway, with initiative, so that can be randomizer dot 1 to 6. Actually, we'll do it here. Random init. Yep, here. Equals that. Random initiative. Random class. Equals randomizer.random. So the min's going to be faction type. No, class types. I mean, we're lucky that these go in like an order here. Oh, they're still using bytes. We need to change that. That should be int now. We'll start with fighter. It could be a rogue. So basically pick one of those classes. And we'll give him a random race as well. Random race. Race types. Dot. Human. I think human's the first one. Let's have a look. Yeah, and dwarf's the last one. Again, from the graphics perspective here, we don't actually distinguish between the race types. Only because I literally just used Kenny's assets and just whacked them in there. In the Unity world, we'll be layering stuff, so you'll actually have more of a layered composite person. So you'd have the race, there may be some alterations for the class, then the armor on top, the weapon layered, and with race. Right, position. So at this point, actually, we're going to keep looping around until we get a valid starting position. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do like a lazy infinite sequence. Right, so at this point, it's going to go... actually, maybe this should... I know while true is a dangerous thing, but don't worry, it makes sense here. We'll return... 0 and grid world.grid dot excise. Here's where we find out that the randomizer is actually exclusive, not inclusive. And it'll just shit the bed. New position. X, Y. What this will do forever, it'll just keep returning these. But because we're using it as an enumerable, as long as you don't to list it, we're fine. So then we'll have a So now we're basically going to go through here. To return. Generate position. Dot first. We'll get unit at equals null. Yes. So we get basically keep running through until there's nothing there. That makes sense in my head. Right, so find a position. I mean, it's semi inefficient because that could just keep generating like 1 1, 1 3, 1 1, 1 5, 1 3, 1 1. But for the moment, the computational aspect of that doesn't bother me too much. Okay, cool. So that's gonna go around, do all the enemies that are needed. Cool. I mean, we're being fairly simple here, and this should probably go in its own class somewhere, like level enemy generator and things, because you might have it on every 5th level as a boss or something. We'll worry about that later. Oh, let's check the Discord. Need to touch there. Delightful chap touches. Like, the thing is here as well, it's gonna be transient. Every time we go to a new level, they're gonna reset. We don't want that. We do not want that. But for now, it's fine. For now, it's fine. Forget about it. Forget about it. Right. No enemies. Did we kill them too quickly? We must have killed them too quickly. They're dead. No more enemies. Have we won? Whoa, whoa, who's... Can you just get attacked by something? There's no one there. It's a bit crazy. That's a bit crazy. And let me have a look at the randomizer. I can't remember where that lives. Right, we've got that in here. Okay, so it adds 1 to it. Okay, so we actually want to subtract 1. When we go through. Oh. That way mimics the behavior of something else. -1. -1. -1. This is silly. This is silly. Maybe I should have like a bool inclusive or something. I don't know. That's random position. Yeah. Right, let's try that again. Because basically it's just position them off the grid. So we're like, wait, hey, what, who's attacking who? And we just can't see them because they're incognito. They're off the grid. I mean, that's quite good that we found that first time, though. Here we go. Here we go. There's a battle to the death between them. Oh, they got Gooch. Look at that. One person wiped the floor with both of them. How is that even possible? And why is the game not ended? Why have they got all this damage? There's something wrong with the stats for Because they're a mage, I think. Are they a mage? I don't even click on them anymore. The game's just broke. Fucking shut the bed. 400. It can't even. I can't even right now. Right, the game's just well and truly shut the bed there. But I'm sure it was a mage. But let me have a look at mages. Where's the class? That's definitely possible. Right, let's find the mage. Yeah, bonus percentage. No. No crazy so let me check the weapon. Maybe the weapon I've given them is just super hench. Yeah, 5 bonus round, that should be it. Fire 2. Oh no. That should be defense. Yeah, it's basically giving them up to 1 damage of every single type. So they basically became like godlike. There is a time and a place to do all like melee or all elemental damage. If like you want like you can mimic like a chaos spell or something. It's just there's damage of all types. But in this case, no, we did not want to do that. That's why the floor was getting wiped. Because they're effectively doing like 6 damage. Up to 6 damage extra per go for free. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's that. Let's restart. I don't need ShareX anymore. Actually, we'll keep it open. Yes, I want to ram more images in Gooch's face. Here we go. Everybody's getting on there with the 1 damage. The 1 damage train here. Oh, almost got 2 damage there, but didn't quite. And really, should probably round rather than just committing to it. Maybe round it. If you're closer to 2, take the 2. That'd be a bit more enjoyable, wouldn't it? Right. Okay. Pause. No, everything's broken at this point. What are the errors? Stop churning the errors. Just tell me. There you go. Render tree. Object not set to reference of an instance on. Tell me the component. Just tell me the component and we're done. Rubbish. Doesn't tell me. Okay, well, we'll just have to guess then. We'll have to guess at this point because it's well and truly lost the plot. Right. I have a little drink. Why would that? But one thing I'm gonna do, just to simplify things, is I'm gonna go back to here and I'm gonna turn off the. I'm gonna turn off the new level load. I don't want it to load a new level because it can't even process the existing level once everybody dies. Right. So it's loading the level fine. We're happy enough with that. Where's the system which deals with the... Actually, you know what? Maybe it should be in... Maybe it's in the fancy layer here. We go to the attack generator. Yeah, that process. Is that just... Yeah, that just loops through that. So that's not actually going to... Yeah, because it still floats to that point. So it is going to be in my layer where it's causing that. So I basically just want to make sure that it's rounding upwards correctly. The round execution system, go through here, play round, take turn. Right, So rather than just doing an int, let's do a math dot. Math dot. Yes. Math dot round. Why would it round to the nearest integer value? But then not actually turn it into an integer. Anyway, let's round it. And then int it there. So at least that way. I mean, I could be optimistic and do a seal. So effectively hit it to the ceiling. So if you get anything over 1, it optimistically goes, oh, you can have 2. But for the moment, we'll just round. So at least if you're closer to the bottom, you'll do 1. If you're close to the top, you'll do 2. There we go. Total damage, that's fine. Which will be a sum of all the damages combined, and then rounded upwards. Right, so let's go back to the in-game thing. So I assume that we get this event come through. Let's go to the level end check. Game state should be injected in correctly, yes. Publish that, yeah. Let's find where that's used. That doesn't make sense. That's actually used in a few places. See, it's literally right there. Anyway, go through to here. And play with that. Love I did that. Okay, it's changed. Right, let's just see what happens there. See these little niggly, faffy bits. Blech. Are we getting any 2s? That's 1.6, that should be rounded up to 2. The game's spitting out errors? Yep, it's spitting out errors. What causes that though? Level ID is actually there. Oh, no wonder that should be level ID. And I've called it level ID now because we might end up having like level config files later, where a level will have a name. So like Dungeons 1, Dungeons 2, Keep 3, or whatever. So kind of just, for the moment we just treat it like that is literally the level number, but we might have a distinction later. We'll see. I don't have level template. That'll be a thing. Right. Let's see if it works now. That should have fixed that issue. Yeah, full speed. Go, go, go. Look at that! Complete all the levels. Oh, that's nonsense. That is utter garbage there. I imagine that's because this bit here is constantly going, hey, this, we haven't got 0 units, so do progress. The player has one to send the level ended event. So it's probably just sending that over and over, and we just never realised at this point. So maybe, where should that live? It's only transient, really. Maybe will should become level. Because really, this is representing the level. The units now is going to be an abstract. We're kind of separating that out. Because we're going to have our own notion of a team. And soon we're going to have to build up like a monster database, a repository of enemies, so we can just pull on that to do stuff and scale them automatically. Yeah, let's call this level. Yeah. And then that later one can have a level template as well. Which maybe that describe the grid, I don't know. No, because the grid would be more dynamic, because you could basically at runtime say, I'm going to cast poison on that square. Yes, they'd have to be separate. Right. So at this point then we can have a public so is level complete. Well, has level finished? Right, so on here we will have unit equals 0 or level dot has all finished equals 3. On here we'll have level has finished equals no. True. True. Right, so that's fine. That will now no longer keep processing these. You're right, I don't need that to be there. They're gonna keep going around there. Cool beans. And then when we load the level setup system, and that's gonna go through and level dot level finished equals false. So we're basically saying no, we're starting again now. Maybe the level should contain the current level number. No, because that would be through the template. Which we don't have at the moment. Hey, well, I'll think about that later. It's an incremental approach. I don't like thinking too far ahead. And I do kind of think that some of this is a bit sketchy now. Yeah, there we go. That's the first bit of sketchiness. Right, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because it... Oh, go away. Silly diagnostic stuff. It's because the world stuff over here, level view, no longer has a world. Full level. Full level. Stupid thing. Right, there we go. That should do that. Yeah, it's just gonna start. There we go. Enemy person is dead. Level 1 complete. Good job. Good job. Right, so there we go. And then we definitely have level 2 load. Let's go back to the other one, the in-game Razor one. And we'll re-enable this, and it should hopefully just keep going then until we die. Maybe we'll need a faster thing. Also, if I go to where was the attacking one? Goodness sake, give me the systems. Give me the systems! There they are, run execution system. Yeah, why is the total damage? Yeah, round should round up or down. honestly don't know why that is not returning total damage. Should be a... Yeah, total damage should just be represented as like the... Unless there's some defenses I wasn't seeing before. I'll try again. Let's pause. Let's have a look at the attack. Hey, there's no defense now. Why 1.5? Total damage 1. That's nonsense. That should be up to 2. All of them should be up to 2, really, though. Like, why? Right, anyway, let's just keep this on 4 speed. Wait 5 seconds, then hopefully it should load to the next level. Oh, yeah, but it's not going to... Right, that's... Yeah, that's initiative. Because it's not going to actually reset state on the in-game razor thing here. So it's going to come back through. And it's going to go, oh, did player win? Yeah. And then it's going to load level. The load level needs to set did player win to false. Right, so did player win equals null. Okay, so that'll reinitialize the view layer again, so we can actually see what's going on. And again, I'm well and truly baffled by this. Oh no, fiddle. Well, let's have a quick test in here. Is it L for double? Let's just explicitly call it. No, actually, it's a float. Yeah, let's leave it as a float. Actually, what's fun with that? That's fine. Math round none. Int num equals what? Be quiet. So on this point here, then we basically want to go num rounded num int num run. What do you mean unexpected carry to that? Windows 7 supports that. Run. What is wrong with you? You stupid thing. Well, let's just do a string.join. That should work. Okay, so I need to do them as a thing. Ugh. Right, let's do a string.format then. I can't even remember how to use string.format, it's been that long. Oh my goodness. Actually, can I use... yeah, maybe if I go back to that. Let's change that to .NET 5. Oh, no. Copy that. Yes, .NET 5. Yeah. Run. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, it's rounding it up to 2. So round does work. Math around. If I was to put that as like 3 and run it again. Yeah, there we go. So it's rounded down. So that definitely works. 100% works. So why then? Why? That goes through the other layer on here. Okay, let me get that as a separate thing. Summed attack equals that. Total attack is going to be summed attack. I mean, it's effectively the same thing. And let me put a thing there. And we'll enable the horrible 5-second delay. We'll let us debug. I fancy some super hang on. Ah, there we go. That's a bit loud though. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Right. No, that one. 1.9. Total damage 2. That's correct. 2. Oh, I know why. I know why. Total goblin. Oh my goodness. Put me in a blender and turn me into a smoothie. The issue is because this is the only place we use processed attack. We also use it in the attack breakdown. Where this really should now be wrapped around this good stuff. So it's actually doing the right damage. It's just not showing us the right damage. But there we go. Problem solved. Right, let's see if this runs. And if you're wondering, yes, I do actually listen to this music when I'm coding by myself. And I'm not just putting it on for the lols. Like, there we go, there we go. So that's rounding up correctly. That's to be expected. Good, good, good. Good, good. I mean, I should probably round up those numbers as well. Right, give it 5 seconds. Whoa, look at that. Transcending time and space there. So where am I going to be? Where am I going to be? There's where I am. There's where I am. Don't know what was going on there. That was amazeballs. I hope that happens again. Oh, 4 times speed, 4 times speed. Level 1 complete, yeah. We've done level 1 again. Oh, stupid thing. Look at whoa, 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 whoa. Where am I going? Where am I going? Maybe press one. It doesn't know what it's doing. Right, that's for some reason it's generating loads of them and not really settling. Not really settling on one. Oh my goodness, that's the funniest shit I've seen all day. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's only half 10. Oh, amazing. Right. Let me stop that there because that's obviously broken. Broken in a humorous way. Just translocating. Oh. Right. Right, what would cause that then? Let's go in here. It's 13, yeah. Right. So I'm thinking maybe it's doing this setup multiple times. Press level load event. That's gonna happen in the other bit. I think 5 seconds is too long to wait as well. Maybe it should be like 2 or 3 seconds for the level to load. Maybe let's change that to 3 seconds. That's a bit more sensible. It's unlevel ended. After that, poof, all that. Yep. Wait the 3 seconds, then go off and do that again. Load the level. Yeah, so just wait 3 seconds. Call that. Set the current level here, and off it goes. Actually, it fired once, which would get picked up by request level load event, which would go to the system. Yeah, so what do I do that's crazy in here? There's nothing mental happening there. Just a bit confused as to why it keeps changing the enemy. Like it changes it X number of times and then says, yeah, that's the enemy I want. I can understand if this was being crazy and it was just moving it around, but it's not. It's actually physically changing them each time. Oh, actually, let's do a 2-list on. Let's get force the enumeration of. Oh yeah, that'll probably be it actually. It's probably because it's actually saying, yeah, we have like 5 enemies or something. It's doing something silly with that. Let's try again. And also, it might seem a bit boring right now when the well, I mean the whole thing in general, but especially here where we go. Oh, wait for somebody to attack. Oh, it's so slow. But you can imagine in Unity world, there'd be stuff happening. They'd be animating. They'd be doing an attack. You actually see stuff happening. Why is it still doing the crazy stuff? Like, well, you can see what it's doing though. It's scanning, going, oh, can I find somewhere to put them? Yeah. But why it's constantly changing them? I have no idea. And why it still thinks it's level 1 complete. It was a mage, now it's a fighter. Oh, delightful. The combat logs need to be cleared as well at the end of each thing. But because it's constantly loading level 1 again for some reason, it's never gonna get past this this 1-person fight. Look, it's a mage, it's a mage, it's a fighter, it's a mage, it's a fighter. What is even happening? I can't even right now. As far as bugs go, that's a good one. Bug of the year. I don't get it though. I could understand if it was returning more than 1 enemy. But it's not, it's just returning 1. Actually, what's the game say usefully? Okay, level ID, right, okay, we'll give it to that. Give it to that. We don't need the game state here. We'll pass in on this. What level? Yeah, that's why I got the level ID. Yeah, level ID. No. Don't, no. I don't trust that at all. Last time I did something like that, the sky started falling. Level ID. So this one's going to be serve enemies. That one's level ID. That's fine. We've got level ID in the event data. Event data level ID. That's just going to be level ID from there. Also, if I hop over to where was the attack breakdown? I want to do a math round on all these things, I think. Because these values are just going to be crazy faced. Because if I round up here, people won't really know that it's all using floats behind the scenes. And it'll take up less room as well. I don't like how it does the whole line, because it's like I can't actually see where I'm selecting here properly. Right, so that does that one do that. No defense. Then maybe that's a quick win. That'll make it look a bit prettier. I'm still well and truly baffled by the teleporting crazy. I mean, it might load the correct level now, at least, but oh my goodness. Like Agent Smith just appears. I need to take the 5-second debug back out. Okay, 4 times speed. That's going through fine. Right, first one dead. Cool. Level 2. Why are they still doing that? I mean, they're actually fighting as well when they're teleporting around. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Oh, what was the level number? I didn't even check that. Level 1, yeah. So it's not incrementing the level properly, and it's still teleporting randomly. For no good reason. Right. Let's look at the level ID bit first, because that should be a simple one. Right, so yeah. If the player's lost, we're going back to level 1. If the player's won, we're incrementing the level ID. Level ended event. Yeah. Oh, but that might be synchronous. Maybe we'll have current level ID, next level ID here. Yeah. And then we'll have a new one which will be next level ID. Because the whole point of these events is that they're self-contained. We don't need to necessarily worry about pulling in other stuff. We might do for some things. Right. Yeah, so need to populate that. Let's just build so I'll see all the errors. It's still complaining about that combat log. Perfectly fine. Right, yeah, so we'll just store this for now. Actually, we can be a bit clever here. We can do current level ID, game state, that level ID. So let's go give us the original one. Let's go plus it for that one. So that one can go there. Level has finished true, so it's not going to keep coming back through here. But we're not actually having a new level on that one because they died. But that doesn't matter. That's up for the processor to decide what to do with that. Fun level ended. Load level. Oh. Maybe that should also take a level. Level ID, and that will be gamestate.level ID. Yeah, we can still fudge that there. We can think about that later as an improvement point. Yeah, fine, let's go through to there. Oh, that's gonna take level ID. Level ID. And that is going to, because the thing is, we're kind of working around the main issue is that for some reason it doesn't seem to keep in sync the game state level ID. So although we're incrementing elsewhere, because these events will probably be happening synchronously, depending on the RX implementation, we can't always guarantee that the stuff that happens after the event's been raised is actually being processed. In this case, it should be. We should be fine, but we'll explicitly do the level ID bits here. Actually, we don't even really need to show that bit there, because we only gonna be showing that when we finish the level. Get level ID and load level, and we want dot next level ID. There we go. Then hopefully that should work. I'm still expecting to see the teleporting Agent Smiths, but that should be good. Pseudonym? How do you spell pseudonym? Pseudonym, there we go. Oh, right. That's four times it. That's twice. I'm probably gonna put it 8 times as well. Look at that! We can get on the rocket! Whoa! Whoa! We're going to like level 1000. There's invisible people now. I think it's died. I think we've killed. We've killed it. Wow! Wow! That was a wild ride. Oh, Open Transport Tycoon. No. Tycoon. OST. OST. There we go. Right in my ear holes. Shove it right in there. I'm still. Oh, there's. Right, this whole level loading stuff is just nonsense. So what I'm gonna do for the moment is because I've done a few improvements. We're gonna do that. Cool. That will at least let us do this. It won't be loading another level. Then I can commit this up, go cry in a corner somewhere, and then look back at it tomorrow or later. But what have I done with my life? Where did it all go wrong? And the 5-second debug needs to go. Oh my god, 5-second debug. Well, it's level 1 complete. That doesn't load anything else now. And the combat logs need to vanish as well. It's level 1 complete. Maybe you want to see the combat logs and see what happened at the end of the battle. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can have a little fist and a little defense there as well. That'd be a nice little addition. Let's see if that's easy enough to do. Oh, Bulma. Where is the tag? Tag. Can I have a little special bit at the front though? A little special. I don't want the dolly. No. Oh no. Gives the specials. Icon. I don't know where the icons are. No. What? I've gone to alternate universe where none of this makes sense. No, I can definitely have a tag with an icon. Maybe it's under icon then. No, what? What? Right, it doesn't matter. Right, let's just look at the HP in the unit thing. Unit, that one. Because we do it in here. There we go. Let's go back to the hitty combat. Come look viewer. Like breakdown. Right, so we put a little thing within here. Let's see how this looks. I'm just gonna leave that as a heart for now. Just see what happens. And I'm gonna do one on this one as well. Just in the little dark bit. There we go. Oh, it's the 5-second delay. Let me get rid of that. Visual Studio. You are trying to give me mental health problems here. Done. Right. Yes, there's some semblance of that there. Not too bad, but it definitely isn't thingy correctly. But you know what? Rather than hopping back in the other one, let's just quickly ism it here. Let's span. Your dog heard you like spans. Yeah, that's 100% what I wanted there. Yeah. What a bag of shit. Right, let's go back to you. Maybe this is going to be in a span as well. Old Spanny McSpan face. Yeah, try that. And we'll do this bit here. And a span there. And a span. Span there. And you know what? Maybe I'm going to rename damage to death there. And I'm going to rename it to death dot. Death? Death, yeah, death. Like Death Jam. Replace damage with DMG dot. No, I don't. Goodness sake, Visual Studio. Why do you gotta be like that? Every time. Well, you can't have nice things, Visual Studio. Let's build, run, whatever. I really do fancy playing like some Open Transport Tycoon at some point. I haven't played it for ages. Mez gets me into it, and then he just takes it away from me. Oh, that's too in your face. Maybe I don't even need the damage. If that's a fist, and then that'd be a fist. Yeah. Yeah, boy. I'll do. We'll get rid of damage, go to death. And instead we will put on a... what was the other one? Goodness me. Let me go back to here. Main. Because I changed up more of the components before. I remember the... one of the bits somewhere. No. No. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's that one. Maybe it's... No. Garbage. Is that one done? FA. Fist raise. Come on down. Ding, 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 ding. FA. Fist raise. And I'm also going to, now I know I can do this, I'm going to put this on these. No, I'm not. I'm not going to mess that about, actually. Because that requires a load of all this stuff and can't be bothered. Fist raise. Fist raise. Total damage will just leave us total damage. So what's the shield? Tell me your secrets, font awesome. Shield. Shield alt. FA shield alt. That's fine. FA shield alt. My god. God. They're just talking to the Tudge. Can't even. Where is it? I can't even. That's me right now. Can't even. Right, Visual Studio. Time is nigh. Why is it still complaining about this? We've been over this so many times. But you know it's a real thing, yet you keep complaining about it. Why you gotta be like that? Hey, there we go, look at that little fist. It looks a bit shit, really. Looks a bit shit. But it'll do. It'll do. Level complete, woohoo! Right, okay, let's just commit this. Commit it and then just mic drop. What have we done? I mean, they barely load, but we have technically improved that. And what else have we done? Did we add the cards here? No, we didn't. We've also changed level. Let's push that because main on the repo is behind here. Oh, so now I've got to solve this. Once the Agent Smith bit's solved and we can go through levels. Thank you, Resharper. I can pretty much get on and do the core of the fun stuff with the cards and other bits. Where are these bugs getting in the way? Alright, so we got the current level there is purely for just showing on that bit. We don't care about that at all. Maybe we don't need the level ID there because the thing should be in sync now. That should be game state dot level ID. Maybe I don't even think we don't need this new next level ID. I thought kind of like, oh, we'll need that, but we don't. We don't need it because the way that the plus plus should work, it should be assigned, basically giving the value to this and then updating it on the thing anyway. Let's build that, see where it blows up. Yes, I want to stop debugging. Oh, makes me just want to punch it right in the crotch. You can like that, just right in there. Oh my god. Right, I know it doesn't. Just chill out. Just chill out. So if the players won, update the game's ended. Give it the level ID, increment it, move on. The level is finished, so it can't keep going through here. Oh wait. Yeah, and if the level's finished, turn out. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, so don't keep trying to process it. We're done. But then at some point, that level has finished, should get changed. So one of my friends, Jay, he's just mentioning, oh, you should do hot tub coding streams. And the funny thing is, many years ago when Gooch first started, I was like, you should try streaming in the bath. He never did. Yeah. So that logically, I almost said logistically, which is a completely different bit. Logically, that should never fire again. And that's the only part there which can increment the level ID. The level ID is not incremented anywhere else, to my knowledge. Find all usages of it, hunt them down, like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, so everything else is just reading it. That's the only setting of it there. Ooh, just what? What is your major malfunction? And I'm gonna do what a lot of developers do, which is just stare at it. I'll just stare at it and will it to start working. Right. Let me fire this off. I might have to start debugging. It's gonna be a whole world of pain if I have to start debugging on this because it's gonna be hopping all over the place. And one thing as well, it was discussed yesterday by I think it was Chrono. Well, why don't you unit test that bit? Well, I can't really unit test that bit because it's crossing over several boundaries. So I could at best, I guess, say, well, we'll do an integration test, but end-to-end test. But see, so why is it coming back through and why does it end on 178? I mean, what's so special 178? And it's like, no, we're done. Of course, it's only 178 levels. I mean, is that the increments that we go up in by now? It makes no sense. Right, so I think what we have to do here then is set that before we trigger that. Maybe that'll do that. And then it gets slightly more tricky when you got different RX implementations because different ones have different threading schedules. You can control them and specify what should happen when. But even at 4 times speed, this is so. Well, whoa, what happened there? Oh. I mean, to be fair, this is actually doing kind of what we want here, but it's not. Oh, look at that! We got like loads of people now. see if they're going to win. Spoilers, they're not going to win. And as you can see, they're not moving. Anybody can attack anywhere on the grid at the moment. I'll put in like range limitations on weapons and stuff later. You died. So that's good. That is progress. I'm happy with that. But now I've got to work out why the actual screen thing here wasn't showing. So did player win? Oh, no, wrong. Wrong. We'll do that after that, actually. There we go. That should do it. Oh, this will be delightful. I can feel it in my jellies. Right. Come on, fight to the death. Level 1 complete. That's good. No crazy teleporting. That's also good. Bad enemy person 1. Yes, level 2 complete. Oh my goodness, it's almost like we've got a game here. No, is it? Is it died there? Oh, he was doing so well. Oh, JIT issues? JIT is just spitting them out. It can't keep up. Use contains more than one element on get unit out. What? How? No. It cannot do that. No. Right, let me get unit out then. No. Setup. Level setup. So on here. X1. And I'm pretty sure as well there was a pattern where it was doing his Agent Smith thing. He was kind of going diagonally, which makes me think the randomizer isn't truly random. But oh well. I might have to put like a dreaded thread.sleep in there as well. Because sometimes the randomizer, if you try and do it on like within the same couple of ticks, it hasn't become less more random. Anyway, so we're going to see it. Yes, let me go to the level. Level. Single or default at that position. So there can only be one unit in a given position. If it tries to put another unit in that position, it should just poop out. It's going to go through here and it's going to go right. 3, 2, 1, 1. Find open position. So find a position where Q that equals null. There should be no situation. I mean, apparently there is, but there should be no situation. Oh, wait. No, because it's not actually in the unit list yet. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Whatever I spawn here doesn't exist within the levels units. It's only at the point of, and yeah, the units have been cleared there. Effectively, we're saying overwrite whatever units you've got with the new ones, and then we're adding the enemies in, which is the additive bit, which goes through and goes, oh yeah, I'll generate these enemies on top. Oh wait. Oh no, I see a problem here. Right, there is a problem. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's try to do this all in bulk. So it's going to go, right, okay. Add the players in. Cool, added the players. And then it's going to go, right, get me 10 enemies or whatever, add them. Now the problem is, the enemies aren't in the unit list for it to go, the position's taken away. So potentially enemies can have the same position because they're not getting added. So what we're going to need to do here is do a for each enemy in setup enemies with the level ID. I'll be honest, this isn't going to be as quick, but the amount of time that it actually spends in here is it's going to be like milliseconds, and it only happens when you load a level. So I'm not going to lose my mind over that. Right, so there we go. So as it keeps adding, it's going to go, oh, okay, that's fine. Generate the next one. Generate the next one. Generate the next one. And because it's an IEnumerable, it's kind of like a lazy loaded list. So it's always going to pick the right amount, but you don't know the right amount until you've enumerated it all. I mean, that makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to you, ask a question or do a Google. Well, that was over quick. There we go. They are fighting. They are fighting. Oh, this one's going to be a close one. Gooch down! But they made it. They made it to the next level. Oh, this one's a breather. There's only one enemy here. Basically, that's the core game loop for the moment, anyway. We can basically just keep seeing how far they get, and I think we want like a ×8 speed because this is very slow, even on 4 speed. Oh, is this where they're gonna die? Oh no, they get to. Kate's gonna just about solve it. There was some movement and some. Oh, it's getting down to the wire here. Oh, just about. Just about finished it. Oh, they're dead. Full on dead. See, now, at this point, they're not going to survive because they're not getting any better. This way we need cards. So we need it so that as we go through, we go, oh, actually, you know what? We're going to add a card to them. Like, we got a new card because we defeated an enemy. Quick, put a card on. Put another card on. And that's where the game state's going to effectively have to store. Well, maybe not the game state, but somewhere it's going to have to store what cards you have available and which ones have been applied. So we need a notion of a team where you basically store all the possible units you have. And there it goes, right, okay, here's all your possible units. Off you go. And actually, I want to show cards for weapons as well down here. You died. Well, we did well. We did very well. Let's just, on the you died. Let's just see what the things. You died. There we go. I mean, that there is a major milestone. The fact that we can have it continually go on, and they'll just keep fighting until they die. So now we need to improve the game loop. We have a loop, not a good loop, but it's a loop. So now we need to improve on that, and that's where the cards and all that other stuff is going to come in. So, should I go get lunch now? Decisions. I should have probably done all this on a branch. Right, let me push that up. What did I need to do? Not doing that. We have the notion of that. Well, that can be closed. Closed. The notion of enemies, we don't currently have the notion of enemies. I mean, they're all just units with factions. But really, we want a sort of like an enemy repository where we can pull out like goblins or whatever. Level progression randomness, we don't have that yet. Well, we do have that. Their levels do go up, but they're wiped at the end of each turn. Attack range, movement. We kind of have some of this. And really, I need to add. Well, we haven't really added the notion of a card. We've just got something which displays a race like a card. So maybe I should have a card. I don't know. I'll need to think about that. But for the moment, I'm just going to fudge in a weapons card, just so we can see what weapon they've got equipped. So I go to basic character, and right, I want that to say something. Say something good there. Like, there we go. That one will do. Say that. What would you call race and class? Oh, again, the naming of things. Oh no. Characteristics? No, it's not even characteristic. Archetype? Oh my goodness. Let me ask a friend. Right. Well, I've farmed that out. This can be equipment. Because it's also once I start showing the equipment, it'll look a bit more jazzy. You'll be like, oh wow, there's actually equipment there. I mean, there is behind the scenes, but you can't see it. Like, let's see if they attributes. Oh, I thought characteristics. I said that. It'd say characteristic. I apologize for anybody who's watching. Can't see the conversation I'm having with Pete in the group. Can't be asked. I can't even. I can't even. I can't even right now. Characteristics. Right. So character dot equipment dot. Let's go with the left hand. Main hand. Okay, and where's the main hand slot? Do you notice it's not left and right? Because one's if somebody's left-handed. Don't want to make them feel bad. Right, so name template name. That's a long one, isn't it? God, that's a train wreck. The cost of composition. That's gonna be the name of my first novel. Right, let's. Young. Still gonna need the description there. The old description. And the effect is going to be the character. It's going to be all of that. All of that dot effect. There we go. I mean, again, I'm probably going to go back through this and be like, you know what? I'll have an item card, which will actually just, you'll pass in the item and it'll go, oh, yeah, I know. But at the moment, I'm not doing that. What's this one gonna be? Armor. Armor. Top body. Upper body slot. Got there in the end. Upper body slot. Upper body slot. Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you so hard, Visual Studio. I'm gonna punch you into tomorrow. Just like the Duke in it. Right. Let's see if we see less sword. I'm worried that it's going to go down quite a bit as well. So the rest of the styling might just break. But we'll see. I'm not overly fussed about the main bits breaking. That! He's got a sword. He's got plate armor. He's got effects. Oh, wow. Wowee. That is, that's something. And anybody who's watching this in the future right now, whatever, you're going to be thinking, you seem pretty happy, but it looks like dog shit. I know. We are all aware of how bad it looks. But regardless of how bad it looks, from a functional perspective, there is an awful lot of functionality there. Awful lot of functionality. Well, awful lot implies it's bad. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let me show right. So let me just show that to Gooch. So fucking moron. There you go. Look, we see what all of them have got. We see, oh, what's she got? What's Nanny Hag got? Old Nanny Hag. The melee defense. Ooh, 0.5 all melee defense. I think these bits need to actually be changed as well, because it's not actually +5 all melee defense. It's actually percentage. Maybe is that a quick fix? Not a quick fix. I mean, look how fast it took us to just poof, put some cards on. Put some cards on for that. Job done. If this was Unity, oh, it'd take years. You'd have grown a beard by the time you did that. You might not have done. Don't take that to the bank. Right. I commit that because that was a really nice little win. That I'm happy with that. Yeah, so we'll add the notion of like an item card, an ability card, a race card, a class card, and stuff, and then that way, really, you just go, hey, here's the class, here's the item, here's whatever, and the card just knows, oh, I know how to display it. Because if you're in Unity, a lot of people would make it so that the card has the intrinsic information and the logic to execute itself. I don't want that. I just want the card to literally just show what's in memory. It's like, I know what's in memory. The view just shows the user what's in memory, and it just manages it all. It doesn't actually execute anything from the card. The card is it's just there's a thing on the page. And again, when you go to serialize it, I don't need to care about all this view stuff. Zero shit's given. And I'll potentially have a third one as well, because I'll want like a misc. Misc. Always these cards are quite big, so I'm kind of thinking, well, actually, when you start modding people, there's gonna be a lot of things there. Maybe I'll just have a screen just full of these bits. Maybe there'll be tabs, little tabbies. I don't know. I can't even. No, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play the room again. I can't even right now. Right. Did I commit that? I did, in fact, commit that. Push that up. If anybody looks at that and goes, "Oh, suits you, sir." What is next? I had an idea. I had an idea of what I was going to do next, and then it's just completely gone. Come on. Go back in time. 2 minutes. Let me look at the page. Still not a clue. What's I going to do? What's I going to... I mean, that should probably be centered. Old Nanny Hag. Old Nanny Hag there doesn't look too happy with that. Can I simply text center it? What? No. Why would it? Why would that possibly work? This is one of the downfalls of CS. It's very, very good. But at the same time, it's just nonsense a lot of the time. It's just... I don't care where things are. I'm just gonna put them all over the place. You think you're centering it? You're not. Get out of here, fool. It's centering shit. It's probably because the parent of that needs to... Maybe that needs to have a aspect center. Nope. Nope. Why wouldn't you go in the middle then? Add-ons is the multi-line? Was that one of them? No. Is justify sent justified. I don't know what I'm typing anymore. That's nonsense. Anyway, that needs to go in the center. It looks a bit silly being off there. How do we get the gooch bit in the center? It's just automatically centered. That one not centered then. Centered? Not centered. Oh, that's just got the add-ons. Add-ons. That's one of the annoying things. If I turn that to a span though, it'll just blow up. Did it blow up? Did not blow up. Does not need that. It's multi-line though. I don't think it needs that because that did not do anything. I don't know that there. That's where it needs to be. That's not where it needs to be. And why has it got all this silly? Oh yeah, that's fine because we're pushing that down there. If I go with position relative, that be no. Sure, whatever. Whatever. I'm happy enough with that. Text line center. That should be in the center. Pick the line center. So why are you being like this? I don't even know what that line through it means. I assume that means like there's not used space. We're not using that space. Whatever. Whatever little span thing. Honestly, I can't remember what I was going to do. So, I think I'll add an 8 speed just to speed things up a bit, and then I'm going to go get some lunch or something. Yeah, what was I gonna do? I need a PA. I need a PA to just sit here and be like, this is what you were gonna do. This is what you were gonna do, you stupid person. You absolute rubber duck. Right. Which bit was it? It was let me look back at it. Look back at it. 8 speed. Okay, for one moment. Right, so I need to do the speed thing. Game speed. Razzle dazzle. Do the P's, more P's. And I'm gonna need to add the game speed to this. Let's do 8. I mean, to be honest, I don't even think 8 times is going to be enough. I'm going to need like 1,000. What would be half of 25? Asking the difficult questions now. 12.5, I guess. Yeah, seems legit. There we go. We go up to this bit. 8 times. 8 times. 8 times. All the times. Many dots. Left side. There we go. Let's run that and see if that gives us 8 speed. And then I'm going to go for lunch. I mean, I've been saying that for the past half an hour, but the moment I step out of the room, I'll remember 100% what I was going to do. And then I'll be like, I need to do all that. Pow, 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 pow. It's still not super quick, but it's quick. There we go. That was over quick, wasn't it? That was over a bit too quick. Let's pause from it. There we go. Gucci McGooch face. That's the equipment. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to try and look into the percentage bits there. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I'm gonna make an issue for that because I'm gonna forget otherwise. Make a newish. There we go. And it's an enhancement. That's it. That's all she wrote. What did we do there? Maybe we added 8 times speed. Yeah. See how quick it is to iterate? Just add 8 times speed. Poof, done. No big fuss. I don't need to rewire half the UI and change all the game code everywhere. Just change it in one place. Job done. That's it. I'll be back later to do some more, I think. Maybe. Laters.